Still 10 years. I mean, I like, because the first division game was great and it was enough. And you were like, are they going to make another one? And they did, which was fabulous. As to whether there's going to be a part three, that's been up in the air, just like there's no Destiny 3 yet. But the fact that we started in New York and then they brought it to DC, which was, I have to admit, which is a really good setting change, because New York is huge, but it's not exactly a seat of power. New York was about people in the city after this massive biological event happens. The story of the division is that there was a scientist who was mad at the world. He created a virus on a 3D virus printer, which is technology they have in this world. And he spread it on Black Friday. So basically he infected cash and the virus spread on Black Friday. So there was this massive contagion and it spread everywhere here. We don't know how worldwide it spread because we were just focused on the US. So what was happening in the wake of that was the division was activated. The division has been a part of strategic homeland defense. This sort of secret, if anyone has read the comic book Global Authority or watched, not Global Authority, it might be Global Authority. Or am I mixing that up with The Authority? Anyway, the point of the story, the comic book, and there was a pilot for the series and it did not do well, was that there is an organization that keeps track of experts in everything around the world. And depending on the situation, a select number of those experts will be activated and brought in to fix it. And that's it. And that's just a secret thing. Like your little watch goes off and, oh, gotta go. The division's the same way. These agents were trained. They knew that at some point they would get the word to go. They were doing what they thought they were doing to save their country, to protect it, foreign and domestic, which, domestic terrorism. Okay. It's really hard to deal with that when it's actually your own government doing that. But anyway, so you start as one of them and you start, like, you see the story through their eyes. And what I loved in the first game was a lot of times in New York, somebody would just come up to you asking if you had like a soda or a candy bar. And you were like, yeah, I have some food, because these were people who were all trying to survive. Okay, so first things first. Let me actually hold on. Is it Global Authority? That's not, it's not Global Authority. Global Frequency. That was it. Global Frequency. Of course, it was by Warren Ellis. And yeah, the whole point of the Global Frequency story is that 1001 people are on the Global Frequency and they are experts in whatever, specialized, etc. This is not really a superhero book. It is more of a science fiction kind of book. And they tried to do that with a TV series and it just didn't work. It didn't work really well. But the comic books did pretty well. I should reread it sometime. Did I ever watch Colony, the TV series? No, let me look that up. Because I feel like my friend just asked me about that. Oh, hold on. Let me stop reading. Okay, no, I didn't read that. So I read about I read like 3 sentences into the synopsis and I'm like, I didn't watch that. And I might now, so I don't want to read any further. But yeah, so immediately, hey Jory, welcome on in. Immediately I'm seeing, oops, I forgot to send it to YouTube as well. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. So Ubisoft has added realism mode. And this is something that is in their press release about the Division 2 celebrating the 10th anniversary. Realism mode is a separate character journey that takes place throughout the New York campaign. So the Warlords of New York campaign is a DLC that was that hit a few years into the Division 2, where you go back to New York. So you go back to New York in like summertime, because the game starts like right after Christmas. So realism mode is a limited time experience that lets you enter New York and see what it means to operate as a Division agent in a more grounded and unforgiving way. It's a separate character journey, and it's accessible to everyone. So if you didn't get the Warlords expansion and you have Division 2, you can play it right now. I'm curious because we haven't played this yet. I also feel like, so I'm just like I can say what I want. It's my stream. Hey, alien traveler, welcome on in. I wonder, because the Division, Ubisoft tried to do the Division Heartland. The Division Heartland was an extraction shooter, which did not land. It took place in the Heartland, which I guess you would also call America's breadbasket if you were a person who read X Factor in the 90s and knew that famine wanted to, for some reason, destroy America's wheat crops. I don't really know why, but when you're a horseman of apocalypse, you can do whatever you want. Well, until the X Factor shows up and beats your ass. Because as we've said, the X-Men are a gang. They will jump you. But they did this whole thing where Division agents were sent to this town. And for some reason, there was a version of the plague, like the green flu, because that's what they called the money spread virus. But it was like mobile and moving through town, and it was a weird sort of thing. It was extraction, so you had a base, but everything that you went out and got on a run is what you kept, because that's how extraction shooters work. I don't know why I'm explaining that to you, but in case you didn't know, an extraction shooter is what you find, you keep. You just got to get home with it. And I'm wondering if the realism mode, if the realism mode, we can't see it, hold on. If the realism mode is kind of their small resurrection of the Division Heartland, because the website says, fights are faster and more lethal, mistakes carry weight, victories feel satisfying, the interface has been reduced, ammo is recovered directly from enemies, skills have longer cooldowns and added risk. I'm wondering what it's like, so we may have a shot at it, and take a look, and yeah. And if it's silly, then I'll just go back to the main campaign, because I have a character who's basically beat the game, but I thought I might try the Division 2 from the beginning again. But now, I mean, heck, realism mode. Sure. I question the wisdom of putting realism mode in a video game that is supposed to be an escape into fantasy, but let's give it a try. Also, you'll have minimal HUD guidance, so I'm going to have to just be looking around all the time. But I'm curious, so what the heck. As I said, this is a limited kind of standalone experience. If you have the Division 2, you will get the expansion for free, so you'll be able to experience it. There's bundles in the store. Famine saw a fruited plain and didn't want to deal with the temptation to their new paleo diet. Sometimes when writers come up with mutants especially, I wonder if sometimes they also just need someone to like pull them aside and say, look, are you okay? Just are you okay? Do you need therapy in the Marvel offices if you're going to write mutants? Escape into fantasy? I would actually put that even further back. Escape into fantasy sounds like something that would be put out by an imprint called like Amazing Comics. Okay, so there is not only realism mode, there is also hardcore mode. Let me see, do they have information on hardcore? They don't. Hold on, let me find information on hardcore mode. Um, okay, so hardcore mode is it's basically permadeath heroic, like proper heroic stuff, which I don't do, so we're not doing that. So yeah, we'll go back to it. We'll try realism. Like, what the heck? How bad could it be? They said very tentatively. This is the kind of thing where I feel like I'm good at this game, and then the game throws a mode at me, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was good at this game. I might not be good at this game. Not a sentient eustachian tube? Is that what it is? Okay. Hold on. Okay, continue. There we go. We'll go through this fairly quickly. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Ooh, nope. Yes. Some color, please. There we go. You will be able to change this later if you want. Let's go with a nice... like a good brown. Yeah, good brown. Okay. Yeah, we can look at hair options. I've never been terribly thrilled with the hair options, so no. Oh, there's... I think you can... yeah, you can, like, if you want to change the scruff, so you can look like Cisco in the Thong Song video if you want. Let's go with blue. Blue hair and pronouns. That's just me in a nutshell. And their beards are just... that's a no-go for me, because the beards are all basically like white people hair. They don't understand, like a close-cropped curly-haired beard. Alright. Okay, so we can do some markings. A little scarification. I think I'm fine without that. Oh, Legends of Tomorrow. Oh. That was a fun show. See, that just looks fierce. Like, I know they're trying to be all rough, but I'm like, that's just a fierce eye look right there. No. 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 No God of War ashy skin. Can I change the color of the face marking? I cannot, so we'll do that. Okay. Little tattoo for ya. Butterfly right there, like Silence of the Lambs, just a moth, which I saw that the people who played, the actor who played James Gum, along with other, like the filmmaker and writer, were kind of like apologizing because the trans narrative in that movie was bullshit. And good on them for acknowledging it several years too late. All right, do I have access to all of my outfits? Not really. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, I don't like the camo, but I'll take that. I usually go for shorts if I can, but shorts with the knee pads just doesn't work for me, so instead we'll go with a nice little capri. Can we get some basic shoes? Those will do. Okay. And then our shade patch. Oh, we only have the one option. I've unlocked so many shade patches. Okay. Yeah, let's go. So we're starting Warlords of New York. Oof.
The division have suffered heavy casualties at City Hall. We believe it was a targeted strike. Isaac has identified an unknown biological compound. It's fast-acting and lethal. We've never seen anything like it before. New York has requested support from agents all over the East Coast. We need to help them. Fela will be our point of contact.
This is Cardinal 1. Requesting clearance to land. Cardinal 1 to base, I repeat. Requesting clearance to land.
This is interesting. This feels like it's starting the beginning of the division.
Bird down. We clear? Loud, you copy? Fuck. We need to get down there.
I'm waiting for a missile. I'm waiting for basically a SAM to be... Okay. Aw.
Agent, name's Kelso. I'm your backup from DC. Hope I'm not too late.
This does feel a bit like...
Kelso, we're on our way.
Yeah, this feels like a bit of a DC sequel. Sorry, a New York sequel, because we're not in winter. Okay, so here are the highlights of the mode. It is more lethal. Enemies abound. Enemies inflict significantly more damage, but so do you. Think tactically and plan your engagements carefully to avoid being overwhelmed. Your ammo capacity is significantly reduced for all weapons. In addition, your resupply crates are not available. Ammo and grenades are only dropped by enemies and at reduced rates compared to classic mode. Experience the game with streamlined RPG elements. No XP gains, talents, or random attributes. Enemies do not drop weapons or gear. Oh. Oh. Obtain new items as rewards by completing campaign objectives. Well, crap. Let's see what map we have. Okay, so we are definitely in New York. This is, yeah, this is some stuff right here. Like, there's no drops on the, like, what about my, there's no little drops on the ground or anything? Oh, jeez. It's smooth, though. So this is definitely a streamed down. Oh, let's,
Move! Get to cover!
Do you want me to, should I take them out?
Time to make these fuckers dead.
I extracted some of the survivors, but there are still people trapped inside the building. Be careful. We got hit with a bioweapon. Masks on at all times.
Follow me. We've got to get up there.
You can now choose to disable HUD tutorials from the settings. If you don't need a refresher, you can choose to disable tutorials. I'll leave them on just in case, because we have no HUD, so it'd be nice to have something up there.
Take out that hostile!
Oh! Oh, that's bad.
Your friends need you out here.
What about being on fire? How about that? See, yeah, this has got some like Monster Hunter to it where I can't see their health. Ow. I refuse to use an armor kit until I absolutely have to. Okay, okay, I get what you're saying here with the armor kit. I do. Also, yeah, my aim is for crap. I know my life signs are critical. Isaac, be quiet. Alright, fine. I'll use an armor kit. No, I won't. I refuse to use an armor kit. These things are valuable. I'm not using those. I'll heal up. That's how bodies work, right? You just very slowly gain health by standing still. Okay, so now we have to do the thing where we gotta wait for them to stop shooting. Okay, you're waiting for that little squick sound, which basically means they did. These enemies are tougher. Okay. It's not super cancer, it's health regen. Hey. Okay, I think... Are you dead? How are you still alive? You're sturdy as heck. Okay. I'm out of ammo. Well, crap. Actually, do I still have my pistol? I do. Alright, where can I go? Yeah, I know. Where'd you go, you ass? Get down here.
Serious trauma detected.
This is for real, real. Like, dang. Stand up. How we doing? We good? Okay. I got my armor back, which means the encounter's done.
Help as soon as I can.
Okay, so right now I'm not seeing the you get ammo off of defeated enemies, but I did see a little blue box here.
We can climb in through the roof. Follow me.
Oh wow. This does not. I can't get ammo out of the box. Oh jeez. Okay, well, let's go up the roof. So yeah, we're trying to secure City Hall. Let's go. We got our mask on.
Unknown biological compound. Contaminated area.
Wear a mask. It's good for you.
Readings are off the charts.
And others.
Sweep the building and keep an eye out for survivors. We need to get down there. Come on.
This is also definitely prequel because Kelso in the actual game later on has a well, a change in
Now
sides.
we've reached City Hall. I'm with the survivors.
Hey, welcome on in, Raiders.
Sending medics. Make sure the area is secure before they arrive.
Wow, this is just contaminated all up in here.
Breakers coming into the basement.
Rikers, oh
Cover us.
no.
People out.
Cover you? You cover me. You're the experienced agent. Kelso, I know what happens to you in the future. Just so we know. Just so we're clear. Okay, so yeah, see the agents that are basically wearing these orange watches? That's bad. Speaking, yeah, I'm also still out of ammo in my...
Mask on. I can barely breathe in this thing. Dragoff said you want to live? Keep your fucking mask on.
Found you.
Shit, no shot. Damn, that was one of ours. This thing's I'm going around to the side.
Yeah, did realism mode affect my aim? Because dang. Or is it just the weapon handling is like for crap now? Oh, we're in trouble. Let me put my armor on.
Let's make him stay down this time.
Ah, give me the squick noise.
I'm missing all the... Here.
Agent, this is Lau. There's a surveillance system in the basement. We need to find out who is responsible for the attack. See if you
And-
can recover the tapes.
And I need some armor. I need some armor. I need some ammo. I need the things that make me happy, Kelso. And I'm not, as the game said, getting them off of enemies yet. Oh, okay. We definitely can't go into that. Although the game is very odd. It's very unclear sometimes. Okay, you can see the little red triangles on the ground. But yeah, welcome on in, Raiders. I am looking at the Division 2. It is part of the Division's 10th anniversary birthday celebration. How would you put it? You know, the Division came out in 2016, and I was definitely into it. And then the Division 2 came out in 2019, and I was equally into it. And then it's odd to think about a game coming out in 2016, its second game coming out in 2019, 3 years, and then, you know, not a lot since from the game in the world since that. But that's how games are. Games release, and then people get into them, and then a lot of people play them, and those games are allowed to just stay, and the studios that develop those games are allowed to just stay working, and you don't just lay off everybody after 2 months. You don't lay off hundreds of people because they worked on a title that somebody in a C-suite thought was going to be great. You don't, you know, it's so, you know, but, you know, back to my point, which was, yes, it's been 10 years since the Division released. I am playing on the realism, so I'm trying the realism mode, trying the real. And it's funny because seeing this red reminds me of Division Heartland, which I mentioned earlier on was the Division's attempt at the extraction shooter, which never quite took off. So yeah, the making this a little bit more real. There are no ammo pickups, no armor pickups, your skills, like it feels like they said the realism mode is like the extraction mode. Which I laugh because, you know, Destiny also for the Star Wars Renegades sort of made their thing in extraction mode as well. So it's interesting. Unfortunately, right now, I'm just, like, I'm out of everything, and the enemies dropping...
Detected.
Thank you, Isaac. The enemies dropping ammo? Not really happening. Oh, is there a duck up here? No. That's just, is that blood? Oh, you know what? I don't want to worry about whose blood that is. Yeah, give me the footage. Oh. Oh, okay.
Running facial recognition.
Oh. That's Theo. Are these the rogue agents? Hey, Robo, welcome on in. I hope that you're doing well.
Analysis complete. Javier, Kajika.
Yeah,
James,
these are
Tarkov,
the rebels,
Theo
like the real
Cornell,
ones.
Vivian Conley. Status. Rogue.
Oh, there's the hottie.
Analysis complete. Aaron Keener. Status. Rogue.
Keener. Which, I mean, as sexy, hot, charismatic villains go,
Entering contaminated area.
pretty good.
After
Just
Coney
pretty
Island,
good.
We knew Keener was working on some kind of virus, but I didn't think he could weaponize it this fast. We should have prepared for this.
Lau, the medics have arrived.
They're extracting the survivors.
Meet me at the Haven settlement. I'll send you the coordinates. We have a lot to talk about.
The fun starts with a drink of cola. Sure. So yeah, I'm curious once we're I mean it's just nice to be someplace different. That's on fire. It's also interesting as always to be back in New York. Okay, so now I feel... Oh, no. Don't you throw a grenade at me. Ah, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, hi. Nope. Sorry.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah.
Agent killed.
That's on me.
Contaminated.
Okay, so we start back here. Do I start with... Oh, well. So if you're doing not great, just die a little bit, you know, inside, like you do every time somebody says, do you have time for a quick call? But it gets your ammo back. Hey, Antiquated Anachronism, thank you for the resub. Welcome on in. But I do, the one thing I do appreciate is sometimes it is hard for a game to make you feel like you did when you started. Whether it is simply because the game has basically reset your powers, brought you back to zero, or is doing something that is harder. It's hard for a game to capture that. And that's what this realism mode is doing. Now, the problem is that after... Oh, the enemies I took out are gone too. Maybe. After so many years of not having done... Like, they're waiting on me to do something. I see you. But yeah, there's no HUD. So the main problem with no HUD is not being 100% sure where the enemies are, but also having to rely on your dot being red to know that you're hitting an enemy is a lot. This is one of those times when I know you ignore the whole like graphics balancing and you're like, I'm not having the darkness. You might want all the lightness on this. There you are.
The survivors have been extracted. City Hall is clear. Let's regroup in the park and go to Haven.
Okay. So the only other way to know that you're done with an encounter is one, people stop shooting at you, and two, the next line comes in. Hey DC, welcome on in, Raiders. See, this taunts me. This is just taunting me. That there's a big old ammo box here, and I can't do nothing with it. But welcome on in, Raiders. I am playing The Division 2, and we are trying the realism mode for as long as I can do it without throwing my controller across the room. I'm kidding, I don't usually throw my controller. Unless it's like had a rat that somehow got in my apartment, which has only ever happened once. And I will not tell the story now. If you want to know about it, ask me later, because it's not a cute story and it's not going to make you feel really good about being in an apartment.
Leaving contaminated area.
Is everyone dead? You still alive? Sorry. I'm so sorry, buddy. I missed you over there. Sorry about that. Just had to give you a little bullet boop. It's just a little bullet boop. Just gonna boop you in the face with my bullet. Boop. So Haven, this is the this is like your headquarters in New York. Let's also just okay, we got blue skies, so it's like probably spring or summer. Is that our empire? So, okay. Okay. Oh, I can't even. This is how you know it's dramatic. Yeah. Decontamination zone, Lower Manhattan.
It's strange being here, where it all started. I guess you build up a picture in your mind. You assume it had to be a perfect storm for everything to go so wrong. But the more you look at it, the more you realize this could have happened anywhere. Amherst just chose New York.
So Amherst is the one that created the custom-made virus, the contagion, that spread, and he chose to spread it in New York on Black Friday. So this is...
Looks like there's trouble up ahead. Get to cover.
Okay, so these are the Rikers. Oh, actually, are these the Rikers or the Cleaners?
Aim for their fuel tanks. That should slow them down.
I got a shot.
Shield. Aim for your feet. Protect your shoes.
Cover me, reloading.
Hey, you little bastard.
Come on, we've got to keep moving.
Some enemies feature weak points. Shooting these will make it easier to finish them off. Look out for any red equipment they might be wearing.
The only way to save this city is to burn everything that could be contaminated. It's hard to believe they
Okay.
were regular people before the outbreak.
Get to Haven as soon as you can. Just don't expect a warm welcome. The guy in charge, Paul Rhodes, isn't happy to see me.
So this is sort of a redo of Warlords of New York. Which if you have the Division 2 now, everybody has access to during the anniversary, so like during this week. It's sort of redoing the Warlords of New York story in realism mode. So I have access to basically not much. Like, I don't got a whole lot on. I do have access to my turret and my pulse skills, which I haven't really used yet. But yeah, like I'm used to like these little sprites on the map. These assets are used. Oh, wow. Return. Dang. The game is so rude. I could go for some flame roost fried chicken, though. That's not a real thing, but I could still go for some. It feels like that comes in a bucket, and it feels like you can probably trust that. Like that's run by some old head. Yeah. Oh, the Woolworth. Okay. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with the geography of New York, and I should visit more. Because it is just a 4-hour train ride away. It's not that far. I should visit more. I just don't, because I'm bad.
We're here to speak with Rhodes.
You're not welcome here. We've taken in enough agents. It never ends well for us.
Get back!
Oh, okay.
Let him in. Rhodes wants to hear what they have to say.
Yay.
Fine.
Entering safe area.
I kind of wish I had chicken on deck, but I don't. I have some salmon that I'm going to roast with a teriyaki glaze on it, and then I'm going to add that on top of some rice and broccoli with a little bit of soy and mumbo sauce for a rice bowl. So it'll be delicious, but I could definitely go for some chicken.
Welcome to Haven. This settlement was founded a few months back by some ex-JTF and civilian volunteers. They're calling themselves the Peacekeepers. It's the safest place in lower Manhattan. They've got security, food, supplies, you name it. The fact that they're still going and haven't been run over by the Rikers or the cleaners is pretty impressive. But they're not very fond of the division, which is why we need to convince them to help us while we go after Keener. Come see me in Rhodes' office. He's not my biggest fan. Too much history there. Hopefully we can convince him to let us stay.
So as you start the Warlords of New York campaign, you have handled a lot of what's gone down in DC. But a set of rogue agents, dashingly rogue, if I may say, because all of them are hot. They sort of formed like a 5-person cabal with Aaron Keener as their leader, and they released a new version of a weaponized virus. They also started infiltrating the groups and rallying the groups that you had defeated during the first go around. So they were doing like the multiple things. They were like fomenting dissent. They were positioning themselves as leaders in these new factions. They were just very anti-division. And later on you find out they also, like, we have Isaac, which is our kind of AI. They developed their own AI. So their watches glow red. Because they decided that when they gave us these orange cool things that do the cool thing, they also gave a way to have an easy signal for when we apparently go rogue and then our orange watch turns red. So, sure. But right now, these people in New York,
I'll check in on the survivors.
they don't trust us. They don't like us. And considering that it's rogue agents from the division that caused all this crap, I cannot blame them. Also, Rhodes is a great character.
Fuck that. The division had its chance.
We need somewhere to regroup.
Find somewhere else.
How do you know Haven isn't Keener's next target?
Are you kidding me? You'll make us a target.
We can keep you safe.
Of course you can. Just like Hell's Kitchen. I'm not gonna fall for that shit again.
We're fighting the same fight here.
The New Yorkers are so New York.
Our situation's a fuck ton better than it ever was back in Midtown. These people feel safe.
You're right. The situation feels better for you now. But feeling safe doesn't mean you are safe.
It's getting pretty rough out there, Paul. But it's your decision.
Do what you need to take care of Keener. And then I want you out. All of you.
I'm seeing some audio syncing issues with the video, but I'm wondering if that's because of the revamped replay of this
Keener
early
is our main
stuff.
target, but right now, his whereabouts are unknown.
That bastard's hiding somewhere in the city, planning his next move.
Based on the footage you found in City Hall, we've managed to get leads on the other 4 rogue agents.
Theo Parnell, tech specialist and conspiracy theorist.
His whereabouts are unknown, but we think he is linked to the surveillance drones we've been tracking around the city. One was recently shot down in Civic Center. We need you to recover the drone. You might be able to find him from the metadata.
Vivian Conley, explosives expert and a high-ranking leader for the Cleaners.
We've been getting reports of increasingly aggressive cleaner attacks in 2 bridges. Check in with the local peacekeepers. They've been tracking their movements.
James Dragov, heavy weapons expert, and the acting leader of the Rikers here in Lower Manhattan.
He's holed up in a fortified compound in Wall Street. We've had some agents looking for a chink in his armor for some time now. Check in with the local safe house for more info.
Javier Kajika, tactical operations expert.
He's a ghost, but he leaves a remarkable signature. We've had reports of a number of patrols being ambushed in Battery Park. We're pretty sure it's Kajika. Best bet would be to follow his trail and see where it leads. There's no time to waste. Going after any of these targets will bring us closer to Keener.
In the meantime, we'll do what we can from Haven to support you. Good luck, Agent.
So yeah, these are our cast of characters. I guess I should have shut up and it would have explained it to you anyway. I don't know that I'm going to super track them all down because because these were hard fights even with all my gear. I cannot imagine doing these without it. So yeah, we got the Fog of War. We'll try the crash drone.
Parnell was an RPA pilot before he went rogue, so he knows drones inside and out.
We think he's been using heavily customized drones to spy for Keener.
A peacekeeper managed to shoot one down, and we'd like you to check out the crash site for anything that could lead us back to Parnell.
Okay, so that's Faye. There we go. Rhodes, who, you know what, doesn't have to like us. That's fine. Are we... Does this not... There... Oh, okay.
Unbelievable. We're right back in the same goddamn mess we were in when Amherst unleashed green poison. I set up Haven without the division and all the blood and violence you bring with you. And Faye, she's been flag waving from behind the authority of a division badge for way too long. Don't make me regret letting you into my home. I won't forgive it.
Agent in need of backup.
So yeah, Rhodes built Haven. Hey, Amalia. Rhodes built Haven basically like... Oh, sorry. We gotta do this first. You gotta pet the dog. This is the game now. You gotta pet the dog. Because there are a lot of animals in the game. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Yeah, I would just sit here and do this all day. Okay. I'm sorry, but I do have other things to do. Yeah, so he didn't want the division here because he was right. What do? We bring trouble. The problem is that you didn't really have a whole lot of choice. You know, you needed us whether you liked it or not, and that's what sucks. Okay, so did we get inventory? We did. Okay, so now we have a marksman rifle, which submachine gun. All right. And we got station grip gloves. Is that okay? Yeah, all we can really do is change the way they look. Did we get the, do we have the, no. Well, then we'll go blue. I think this has a mod on it. Yeah, this, okay, so we're able to mod our, ooh, put the anniversary skin on it, obviously. You also have the Assassin's Creed skin, which is kind of fun. Okay, put a compensated integrated spring. I don't know weapons. Like, I'll know weapons. I know I'm in a Tom Clancy game, so there will be ammo sexuals everywhere, but I don't really know weapons, so. Okay, I think we, oh, wait, we have a, yeah, I'll put a mag there. No, if there's one thing that Tom Clancy's going to do in his books, in his games, etc., he's going to explain weapons. Let's put the Assassin's Creed. No, let's put the Assassin's Creed on this one. There we go. Yeah.
You're heading into the Civic Center, former headquarters for government and law enforcement agencies. And I really do mean former. There were widespread protests and riots here in the early days of the outbreak. Now, it's more like a memorial to the society we lost.
They did a really good job of world building here. The only problem is... Hold on, I'm trying not to die. The only problem is how do you maintain player interest? Are those enemies? I think they are. How do you maintain player interest when they've beaten the game? You know, like they won.
Coming up on the drone. Dig out that transceiver, and we'll see where it takes us.
How y'all doing? Okay, so hit the red things. So yeah, like, okay, well, we won. Like, I've beaten the game. So what do I do now? You know, like, what's to do? And that's when they would say, okay, well, now they would have characters change sides, or they would have enemy factions suddenly becoming your ally, and they would do a whole, like, they did a really good job of the manhunts. Manhunts were a thing that would happen where it was a 10 to 12 week mission, and you'd have to do various things in the game to advance the mission. You get a little audio log, you'd get a little more of the story. So if you were a story hound, it was really great. Also, it kept you doing things that you were used to doing in the game. So it wasn't like a huge lift. Some of them were weird, like you had to, did I go the wrong way? Probably. You had to do a specific set of events or take over a specific area on the map. Is somebody doing a weird whistle? Don't be horror gaming me. I watched somebody play RE Requiem and I am already like, don't you jump scare me. Don't do it. I don't have the new Elgato with a clip guard, so everybody's ears will go blown out. Don't do it. Don't you dare. But yeah, this is really weird, just having access to nothing. No help, no nada. So yeah, the factions you have in this are, you have the Cleaners, who they were led in the first game by a firefighter who, when the green poison, basically a massive infection, came through, he went a little off the rails and decided that the best thing to do was to burn everybody. So yeah, this is gonna be hard, because normally in the real game, these would be ammo crates, and they're not. So he cobbled together all of this firefighting equipment, and they just started burning everything. So the Cleaners follow him as sort of like their messiah, I guess is probably the best thing to do. Then there were the Rikers, which were prisoners who were left behind when the green poison hit. They were like, okay, well, we're going to form our own faction here. And they beat the guards and got out. I believe we still have like the hyenas and the others. Let me see. Does it show me on the map? No. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah. The Cleaners. Okay. So yeah. Hey, Chrysicum, welcome on in.
Transceiver secured. Downloading comms protocols.
Recovering that transceiver is a good start, but we need more data if we're gonna locate Parnell.
I had an agent drop off their latest surveillance report at a community nearby. There should be some relevant data in there.
You should be able to cross-reference the two, then isolate patterns that will point us in the right direction.
That's how long ago the Division was out, 10 years ago. That's how long. The hyenas were not zookeepers. The hyenas, so the hyenas they're like the ultimate rebel. They just said, fuck it. So they're more like the hyenas, I guess, like Lion King. You know, they were like, we're gonna form a gang, we're gonna stay together, but they had no rules, no laws, just power was their way of being in charge. Okay. Animal shelter community. Cool. also for being attacked by parasitic beards. Rare is the beardless Riker. Wow. We had beardless Riker, then we had beard, then we had beardless Riker again. And do you know why he shaved it again? To get some. Do you know why he grew it back again? I don't, actually. I just assumed he liked it better that way. And that she got used to it. An elite patrol. Well, this is going to kick my butt. I don't really want this. Can y'all walk by? Oh, let's see how bad I am for real. Let's take a control point. This is going to be bad. I don't even have a HUD. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, shaved it to get some, got it back to get more. As someone who no longer remembers what they look like under the beard, I can absolutely understand being like, yeah, I like the beard. Also, I do think for an older character, it definitely lends itself to feeling more distinguished. Okay, so we can call in some friends, but first we gotta soften them up a little bit. Okay, this is gonna alert literally everybody. Yep, this is gonna hurt. Well, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Hey, CarGen X, and hey, so yeah, that's probably my blood, honestly. I just died here. Not in your arms tonight. I just died trying to take over a control point. Oh, no. Okay, so this explodes. So you do not want to get caught in the... Yeah, you don't want to get caught in the gas. Oh, no. We actually... And I'm out of ammo. This sucks. My skill's going to take an entire minute to come back? They really are hardy. This sucks. Are you? Oh, you're friendly. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll take that. But that wasn't even what I was here to do. Okay, let's, goodness. So here's where I have a problem with the realism mode. Okay, there's some ammo. Thank goodness. You have infinite ammo with a pistol? So you want to try, if you can use the pistol, good for you because it will give you an infinite ammo. But it is not very, it's not very configurable. Like I hit you in your red tank already and that didn't, come on now. There we go. Who is shooting me? Rude. Okay, let's put a turret up here.
Serious trauma detected.
Oop, let me just, dang, this is rough. Okay, it is funny that the ones who are going to set you on fire are like, this will light up your day. So the main thing is like, these fights will just last forever because you're not doing as much damage as you'd like, and you know, neither are they.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Okay, and now we have the boss showing up. Who is...
Serious trauma detected.
Okay, hold on. I'm on fire. Yep, I'm on fire. Now the groups have a leader, so maybe somebody will come over and try and save me, but if they're under fire, is not going to be good for me. So basically, there's like the animation of me like shoving... Oh, crap. Okay, enemy leader down. One more down. So really, I'm sorry, I'm yelling now because I'm getting like... There we go. Unfortunately, because I don't have my super good range, my super good accuracy, the best thing I've got is running in and running up in their face. Okay, now we have to defend the control point, and I don't know where they come from, and I don't have a HUD for a radar, so we have to look for some movement. So yeah, I understand realism mode. I'm just going to say something critical. So, you know, I guess get ready to clutch your pearls. Realism mode in a game that is sci-fi, where the point is that I actually have access to high tech and high powered everything. Realism mode's a very weird thing to add. Unfortunately, now the words and lyrics for You Light Up My Life are in my head. And I'm like, to carry on. Like, God dang it. I don't need that in my head right now. I'm trying to focus. So you both just want to... Okay, wow, both of you are running up. Ah, crap. Grenade. Oh, it's not grenade. It's the vapor. Which is a smart move. Like throwing like gas at somebody and then hoping to ignite it. Smart move. Can't deny. Okay.
Agent requesting backup.
I'm gonna find different cover. So yeah, sometimes when I'm with people in games like this, and they're like, "Why are you running straight into the enemy's face?" And I'm like, "Cause I have no aim, and my aim sucks. So the best way I can make sure to hit them is putting my pistol right up against their nose." That though, hitting their hitting their tank never gets old. Yeah, let me also blow that up so I don't accidentally walk into it. Okay, where's the supply room?
Wish I always had you in my corner.
If you miss any, yeah, seriously, like maybe I'll just can I just push this into you really hard? So in realism mode, do I get to go into a supply room? I mean, yeah, like I could have climbed up here and like I could have climbed up here and probably had a better vantage point on stuff. I just didn't. Okay, is this a supply room? It is. Do I have supplies?
Probably heard of the cleaners before.
See, I don't get loot. So what's
a militant group of sanitation workers and first responders obsessed with eradicating the green poison virus from the city. We thought we put an end to them in Midtown, but like a virus, the ones who survived evolved and grew stronger. Don't underestimate them.
I am amused that I keep explaining the world lore right before the game says, "Oh, and by the way, here's the world lore." Okay, so this is extremely real, except because I don't have a radar, like I don't know where people are. I think they're over here. So yeah, that is another drawback of the radar is like, or no radar is like, okay, I see a red dot, so that's who I'm shooting at, I guess. I just need you to hold still so I can make sure that that's the right person to shoot at. Also them being a little beefier, you know, they're more resistant to damage, makes it really difficult. Because it's like, okay, are you down? Are you not down? Do you want to be down with what you're going through? Like Brandy? I don't... I don't... so yeah. Where are you? There you are. Okay, yeah, the only way I know for sure is to just to run right up to you and try to shoot you. Alright, who are y'all shooting at? I'm gonna go help and shoot at them. There's still no friendly fire, at least, I think. So the pulse ability that I have is like my best friend. Because that will at least tell me where on the map somebody is.
We do what we have to survive.
Okay. Oh, I was like, why is my watch? This is my actual red ring on my watch telling me, you got no battery left. So I do appreciate and I respect.
Enjoy these moments.
I appreciate and I respect the fact that this is realism mode. I'm going to pop out of realism mode because realism mode's a little too real. I appreciate realism mode, but it's a little too real. Hey, thanks for joining me for a look at the Division 2's realism mode. Back to the Warlords of New York campaign, starting over on not just hard mode, not just heroic or challenging, but like super hard mode. So it wasn't super my jam. I appreciate the challenge, but it's definitely not a thing that I can do. However, it is still great to be playing the Division. 10 years since Division 1, 7 years since Division 2. Stay tuned because there is more Division stuff coming up. I actually went back into my regular Division 2 playthrough to look at some of my favorite missions. So keep an eye out for that coming soon. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe to the channel, check out some new videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again.